Hey guys, welcome back to another Chief Pep video. That has been a pretty long while for the regular viewers who are still subscribed to my channel. So welcome back everyone. And to the new people who are here for the first time, welcome to my channel. So my name is Chief Pep and I like to build bikes and I like to work on bikes and I like to help people out if there is something technical or something that is always something that people struggle with. I like to just explain things in video. And recently I really needed a new helmet and I was thinking, should I make a video out of this or not? I stranded here in this local dealership at mine, which is in Holland, in Amsterdam. It's called voordeelhelmen.nl, or just in international it's known as Fortamoto. And I bumped into this guy Richie, and I noticed Richie and I recognized Richie and didn't know where from, and he also does some videos on their channel. So I bumped into Richie and I start talking about this XV750 that they have there in their showroom, and I started discussing about my YouTube channel, etc, etc, and Richie told me I'm doing some YouTubing as well. So he showed me into this really nice studio, and I discussed with Richie, why not do kind of a collab video where you explain about the helmet and you install the Sena Intercom system and we'll make a video together. I explained that I needed a new helmet because this helmet of mine, this jet helmet, I really like my jet helmet, but it's almost 5 years old and I really needed a new one. So I wanted to go for this modular helmet because I just noticed that in bad weather, I always ride my bike. In bad weather with rain and cold, I rather have my full-faced helmet, but I don't like a full-faced helmet, so I wanted to go for a modular helmet. And eventually, after fitting a few helmets, I went for the Shoei modular helmet. Now, and of course I want the full package, so I also wanted the intercom system and I wanted the Pinlock visor and everything. So I discussed with Richie and I kind of did a collab with them. So in the description below you find a link to Richie talking about modular helmets. And yeah, on my channel you find more of the technical thing that I'm fitting in with Richie, obviously. I'm fitting in the Sena Intercom system plus the Pinlock visor, and I got into a chat about helmets. So I hope you like this video and enjoy. So Richie, thanks for having me.
You're welcome.
In your studio.
You're welcome.
With all the helmets and all the good stuff here. I've ridden with the helmet now for about 5 days, and first of all, my impression is it's just as good as, no, it's better than my concept. I first had the jet helm, kind of like the same as this one,
like
but the previous model.
J Cruise.
Yeah, the J Cruise, indeed. I have to be honest, it really, I really had to get used to the system. And this was different, but the feeling and the padding and everything, that was absolutely great, and that's why I chose for the Shoei helmet.
I can understand that.
Yeah.
Did it feel like coming home?
Well, staying home actually, because I rode it for 8 years. I had the jet helmet, and it felt as if I'm as if I was coming home.
Yeah, all right, cool.
But to be honest, this system with the locking system, what am I doing wrong? Because when I use my my winter gloves, I'll put some shots in right now. I'm really struggling to open it. Am I doing something wrong, or is it just getting used to? Because I understood that you have the same helmet.
I have the same helmet, different color, but the same model, the Neotec 3. Well, I don't think you're doing anything wrong. I mean, you're not used to having a chin piece at all, because the J Cruise is completely open. There is quite a bit of room to open it, but I can understand that the ventilation is also there, and if you're feeling and you don't know where it is.
Yeah.
To be honest, I've had a Neotec 2 and now I've got the Neotec 3, and
Is there a difference?
I'm used to it.
Yeah,
there are differences. Oh, you mean between the one and
the chin piece?
Between the 2 and the 3?
Yeah.
No, it's exactly the same.
Ah,
yeah,
okay.
same amount of
and
space.
you're used to it now.
Very used to
so
it.
it's just maybe probably it's me.
It could be.
Yeah.
To be honest, I've not actually heard it often.
Okay.
I've heard people sometimes say it's difficult to do this, but it's often something people need to get used to. For example, if you take the Schubert C5, it has a button on the bottom. So you have to, it's like, well, let's say like this one is pressing your chin, like that. And the Schubert C5 is like pushing your chin.
Maybe you can show me with the Schubert.
Yes, I can.
Okay. And so show me the Schubert again. How does this work?
We have one of them here, the Schubert C5. This one has the button at the bottom of the chin.
That's the difference.
So on the Shoei, you're pressing this, but with this one, you're basically pushing up the chin like that. So it's a little bit different. But just like on the Shoei, on the inside here, you have this chin curtain. Difference here is that you can remove parts of it, got Velcro.
Okay, and that's not possible with the Shoei.
That's not possible. No, it's one big piece. Then again, you're not going to be removing parts every ride. You know, that's something you're going to take out
again,
in the summer.
wind, you want to close it as much as possible.
Well, that's the thing, same with the Shoei. On the bottom, obviously, it's aimed to be as small and as closed as possible to keep as much wind as possible out. So. And
this was the other helmet that I'm really fond of, and this was the one that I wanted to buy first, but still, I'm just gonna check how this fits again. Is this my size, by the way?
I don't know, what is it?
Probably an M?
This is an M, correct.
Okay. Huge difference. Huge difference. It's unbelievable.
And what is the huge difference?
It's here in the back is the space in my, on my head. And it definitely feels good. The same weight, kind of. And again, the chin piece here. And that. But opening up is a little bit easier than this Shoei.
Yeah, because it's right at the bottom.
Yeah, but I have to be honest, the comfort is way more important than how it opens or closes.
Yeah.
Okay, so indeed, there are some differences, and this is just a Shoei system. I'll get used to it. And what about the visor? Because there's a lot of fiddling going on when I'm on the bike, and I have to try and find all the buttons. I have to keep this ventilation open because I don't have the Pinlock yet. And the visor completely, I cannot see anything.
A lot of fogging.
Yeah, a lot of fogging going on. I'm really fiddling with opening it up because it's really hard to open it up. What am I doing wrong?
It might be the way you open it. Like, can you show me like sort of the way you do it when you're on the bike?
I'll put some pack shots in right now as well, and I'll do it here right now. And I'm trying to open it like that. But it really clicks in. But with my winter gloves, it's really hard to do.
I must say, I do agree with you that this is a little bit fidgety.
Why is it so locked? Is there a reason?
It's probably just a good system, but at the same time it's kept small, so it's not in the way. So a good locking system with a small button is not always the best idea in this case. I think this is something that will wear as well. I think it will get easier. Not I'm sure, of course, because I've not had the helmet too long myself. But it really is, if you push this button, it just opens on its own. So really,
so I have to push that button.
It's just a bit fidgety.
I'm not used to to this. But for the rest, it's a great helmet, and the big difference, obviously, is the noise. It's just great. It's so much more, comfortable to ride with a closed helmet. So I'm really happy with that, and especially the way it fits me. And I'm probably a Shoei guy because I also test fitted the Schubert, and because that's also a great helmet. It is. To be honest, I kind of like the Schubert more, but the way the Shoei fits, that definitely gave me a reason to go. So, about the fogging, I really need this
You don't have the Pinlock in it?
No, I don't have the Pinlock, so could you help me putting in the Pinlock?
I definitely can. It's quite simple, really. What you're going to have to do is you're going to have to clean your visor. Well, in this case,
it
looks perfect, mint condition. So when your visor is clean, you, click it open. You take it out.
Yeah, that's something I do often to clean the visor, of course.
Yeah, yeah. So
I'm really used to this system as well.
Well, that's the thing. Again, when you're used to it, Shoei's a very, very solid brand. They make great things, and this system as well is great. And I've never had one with a defect. But it is a bit fidgety. Just like this, just like that. But it's solid, durable, works well. Anyway, back to the visor. So when you have the visor off like this, it's already ready to put the Pinlock in. If you want, just give it an extra quick wipe to make sure there's no dust in between, because it's very annoying when you're riding if you're looking at dust in your visor.
Is it something that sticks inside?
It's got a silicone edge on the inside of the screen, and it sort of does stick in a way, but it's also possible over time that the Pinlock will stretch a little bit and will become a little bit more loose, and then you can change these pins over here. On one side they're open, can you see that? And on the other side they're closed, so you can turn this pin around to make the Pinlock tighter and press against the inside of the visor again.
Well, these are things that you should know.
Yeah, of course. And also, I don't know if you knew that, but Pinlock is actually a Dutch invention. So it's tried and tested. What I always like to do is peel away one of the edges on both sides, which is a bit fidgety again, but when you've got it, there you are. Because then you can put your fingers against this part, but you're not making it dirty, because obviously it is a little bit.
Okay, so the blue side, you keep that outside,
Yep, the blue side is the outside. Put that on one of the pins, make sure it lines up with the line at the top of the helmet, the seam here. And then just open the visor up.
And that's it.
Press it into place.
And this is the silicone edge what you're talking about?
Yeah, that's on the inside, presses against the visor.
And now it's kind of like double, how do you call it?
Exactly, double glazing windows.
Double glazing
windows.
And this really prevents the fogging inside.
It does, in really extreme circumstances, so when it's really
like now,
humid,
because it's like 2 degrees Celsius, so or 0 this morning.
It's going to do a really good job.
And what about the nose piece? Because I think that I want to do everything to make sure that I don't have this fog again.
Well, let's do it.
I also saw this nose piece that also came with the box. A lot of items comes with the box.
Yeah, they do. Well, I can tell you more about that if you like, because there are a couple of interesting features in here. Obviously, we do have the nose piece, which is the breath deflector, as they call it, which goes.
It doesn't make it harder to open and close the helmet.
No, not at all. No, it's not in your way at all. Right. Well, the things that really matter inside this package are the extra Pinlock pins. So, if for some reason you ever lose one or break one,
I'll come back to you.
You can. Of course, well, you're welcome. This little tool is used for a couple of things. One of which is actually to adjust the Pinlock pins. This is the conical part which goes around the pin, so you can move it like so. It's like a screwdriver basically, and also a tool to help remove the plastic parts when installing the comm system. So
we will do that.
We will also do that. We have some silicone oil here, which you can use to rub on your.
So that won't dry out.
Exactly.
Okay. I think I'll do that. I've never done that, but I think I'll just do that because I've got an expensive helmet. I have to take care of it.
It's good to do it. Maybe once every couple of months. It's good to keep everything.
Oil, so
pretty much. And of course some stickers if you're a bit of a fanboy.
So let's put in the nose piece.
Let's do that. Well, it's quite a basic thing, really. You can see
a little bit here.
It's quite a basic thing. You can see the slots on the inside here, which is where obviously these parts fit in. So
it's easy like that.
It should go in quite easily.
I was thinking maybe something with Velcro or something, but
no. It's got a little
I think this
little
really
edge.
will help. Yeah. Maybe also the airflow gets a little bit better to the visor.
Yeah, it should do, and obviously your breath stays a little bit further away from the visor. So, and this is it basically. So it's not going to be in the way of anything.
It looks good. Yeah, cool.
It's a perfect fit.
Yeah, thanks. So the next thing is that we. That I really want to have this dedicated intercom system.
I understand.
We have it ready.
We do.
So could you help me building that in?
Yes, I can.
Okay, so what kind of intercom does Shoei use?
Well, they made one together with Sena, or I say together with Sena. Basically, Sena made this for Shoei. Shoei, I don't think, does anything technical like that. This is based off the 50S system, which means that it has the mesh network system. Which means that you can be chain linked to lots of other riders, not literally, of course, that would be a bit of an issue. And which means you can have a very large group to communicate with. Do you ever go out with groups?
No, but I have, when I have a passenger, I've got 2 spare helmets and they both have a Sena Intercom as well.
Okay.
Does it work with a little bit the older systems?
It does.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, because you have like the Bluetooth intercom, which is the sort of short range intercom, which should be universal with different brands, but in practice that often doesn't really work as well as they say. But Sena and Sena always works together.
Yeah.
And you have the mesh network, which is a different system, works with a different protocol for a large distance, a long distance.
Okay.
But yeah, you can definitely use that with your spare helmets.
Okay, great.
To bring people along.
And a lot of people, there is some discussion going on that there is a better system than Sena. I only know the Sena system. I've always been really, really happy with the system, so I have no reason to switch to a different brand. And I'm always like, if I trust a brand and it's good for me, then I stay with the brand.
Sure.
But there is another brand as well. What other brands are there?
Well, there are a couple of different ones, but the 2 main top brands are Sena and Cardo.
Okay.
And Cardo, well, I mean, everybody has a different opinion. I recently read a couple of comments. Somebody said Sena's busy selling systems to helmet manufacturers like Shoei, but you know, saying that they're not working enough on the technology.
I think that's a plus, and
I think it is too. So because it fits in perfectly.
Yeah, and it also means that these big brands trust Sena. So.
A lot of them, actually.
I think that's a pro.
I agree, HJC, Shoei, Nolan, a lot of different systems are built by Sena. So.
Okay. Well.
And I've not had any problems with mine.
So let's see how this fits in.
Well, and to tell you a little secret, I mean, I have the Shoei Neotec 2 with the SRL2 built in.
Yeah.
I've never done this one before.
Okay, well,
so it's the first time for me.
Yeah, well, a lot of things I do on camera are also the first time.
Well, let's hope it goes well.
Yeah.
So otherwise, this video will have to be cut into a million different pieces. When we open the box up, we're seeing...
maybe it's good to show like this.
We're seeing a lot of different parts, but it's all connected.
Yeah.
So basically, this thing at the back here is the battery pack, which at the back has a little rubber flap for the charger. We have the antennas, we have the controls, speakers, of course, and the microphone's hidden somewhere in here or is separate.
Yeah.
So if we take out one part, we take out all parts.
Okay, yeah. Okay.
One big system, and the only thing missing as far as I can see, just like on the Neotec 2, is the microphone, which needs to be connected to the side of one of the speakers.
Yeah.
So we're going to do that, of course.
Yeah.
Take out the plastic packaging and see what else we've got in here.
Yeah.
Got a lovely charger. That does look at. That's pretty neat. That.
Yeah.
The logo on it's a big charger. Probably does something special.
Yeah.
We have the microphone, which is obviously for your helmet, and if you don't buy the Neotec, if you get, for example, the GTR 3, then this would be your microphone. You stick it on the inside of a full face helmet. So
it's not possible maybe to put this inside? No, because that's too short.
It will be too short, that's going to cause issues.
Okay, great.
So let's not do that. And of course we have the little...
noise cancelling.
The little wind pop shield.
Caps,
So we'll take that out. We'll take the microphone out, so we've got everything ready, and then we'll put the box to one side.
Yeah.
There we go. Lovely. You want to test that?
Is it working?
Bit loud. Bit loud. All right. We'll clear all this up.
And you've got a special tool as well? So
we do,
Probably you'll need that as well.
Which only comes with the helmet, of course. So if you do buy this system and you're wondering where the tool is, it's in the box with the helmet.
Yeah.
Put that to one side. Lovely. Well, let's see what's what. What I always like to do first with this helmet is take all the padding out. Because it just makes it a lot easier to work on. Don't be scared when doing so. You can just pull it. It's got some buttons on the inside. I've
done that sometime with when I installed the Sena in my J Cruise. But I always wonder, sometimes I read that somewhere that you can wash these.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, sure. Yeah,
really?
No problem.
I've never done that actually, but
best not to use too much detergent. Best to do it.
So it's not in a washing machine.
Well, it's possible, but I would do it on a very low program. To be honest, I would do this as a hand wash. Just put it in a bucket and just do it like that.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, because I mean, at the end of the day, these are delicate things. You know, they're going to be pressing against your face. You want them to be in a nice, soft manner. Okay. So that's always good to be safe. Same goes for the center pad. It's got 2 buttons at the back, and at the front, it's got a few.
I always have the feeling when I do this and put it back, I never get it back as it was.
Oh really?
Yeah, I just got that
we'll show you later on. There's quite a little method for it.
Yeah. Okay.
On the inside of the helmet, we have these pads for the ears, which are used to obviously cancel out any extra noise that would be created. Well, in this case, we need to remove them because otherwise there's no place for the speakers. And now it's almost naked. Yeah. Almost. Yeah. We have these 2 plastic parts on either side. Yeah. And at the back, we have the battery cover. So we're going to use the little tool to, let's see if we can show you that. Use the little tool to remove this. So we need to press that, and also it's a little bit.
Did you have like with motorcycles? You always the brand offers you technical training and stuff like that. Did you have a technical training, or is it just learning by doing?
I have in the past, yes. Some brands have given us personal training for different things. The most notable would actually be one of the Shoei trainings, because they offer us some things to, for example, adjust visor mechanisms and things like that, but also the Shoei personal fitting system. I don't know, have you heard of that?
No.
Basically, it's a system where we can measure 4 different parts of your head, put all the measurements into a computer, and it calculates
what kind of helmet you need, or what kind of head you have.
Both really. It calculates the size, and also if the fit would be good for that size, and it also offers adjustment advice. So for example, well, this is the center pad. This is the part we adjust when we do the personal fitting. Let's say you have a very short head, then you might need some padding on the top to fill this up, because it might be a big empty space, for example. So then it would give that as an advice. We'd try it out, and after about 30 to 40 minutes, we would agree on an adjustment and stick all those parts on the center pad. Interesting. So that's always something you can do in the future if you wear the helmet for a while, it gets a bit loose.
And that would be the reason to go to a physical shop to measure all these things. If you order stuff online, you don't know these things.
No, this is not something you can do over the internet. Many things we can these days, but not that. Let's see this one.
Oh yeah, that's for the...
They've been adjusting all these parts. It used to be a little bit different, but now it seems to be like that. So you have to get the little plastic part on
these are for the buttons and stuff like that, or... Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Correct.
I've got on both sides. I've got buttons now. Okay, that's interesting. Okay.
I've got to admit to you, I don't know what all the buttons do. We'd have to look in the manual.
Yeah, but they probably are the same as. I'm already used to the middle button and the plus and the minus. So
yeah. Cool.
That's the battery. Yeah.
So what we're going to do, we're going to. Well, basically just lay this in the back like so, because the battery falls into place here, and all the other parts we're going to work away inside here. Now, we talked about the Schubert C5, we've tried that on as well. The system on the Schubert C5 is much simpler to install. Basically, you click the battery into place and you put the microphone in.
Yeah, because the earpiece, the earpiece is already in the helmet.
Correct, and all the wiring already runs down the side, the speakers are installed.
Does it make it more expensive?
Actually, these helmets don't differ that much in price, and for a full package you're looking at around the same. It might differ a couple of euros, but not much. And what the great advantage is of having this over the Schubert one is that if there is a problem with this system,
for instance, one speaker fails,
something like that, you can take it out. Whereas with the Schubert, you have to send the full helmet away. So that is a difference. And obviously, with technical parts, things do sometimes go wrong. So it's quite handy. Anyway, what we're going to do is we're going to move this rubber a little bit so we can click this into place. And obviously you can see it click in when the little latch here goes over it, like so.
Yeah.
Lovely.
Yeah, it looks as if it's built for it, and it
built
is.
For it. Well, it looks the same as this.
Yeah.
And then we're going to have to take a quick look because we have some different parts. Well, obviously the speaker is going to go in the speaker part. Yeah. But first we're going to put the microphone on. Oh yeah. Otherwise, we're going to be a bit late. Let's see, this is the way around. It has a little triangle on the part. Yeah. It has to click into place. One way. And obviously these are fragile parts. Yeah. So when they're in, don't go tugging at them too hard. Because, as you can see here, the microphone clicks into place with a sort of, can you see that? Sort of twist. So like so. Oh, that looks great. Yeah. So and I used to have this really, I used to have a really long one, and I was already afraid that when you use the system that the microphone will be in the way. But we'll see later on. I don't think so because it's much smaller. Much more. In fact, we can put this on already if you want, because then you can see the finished result with the microphone. Put the windpop shield on there. Yeah. Like so. This is it. Yeah, great. The really looks great. Cheek pad will come in there. Lovely. Same on the other side. We're going to put the speaker in there as well. Like so. That clicks into place quite easily. It's usually the other parts that take a little bit of doing. Yeah. So we're going to have a quick look. Yeah, the wires and stuff. So we have a couple of different parts. We have this antenna here, which will just fall into place behind the cheek pad. Separate antenna, never had that before as well. Okay. Yeah, that's all to do with the mesh system. Yeah. Because they use different technique for that. And for the plastic part over here, we can just slide that in. With a branded Shoei Comlink logo on it. Yeah. Let's get it in right, otherwise it won't work properly. So you think this is something that people can easily do themselves, or should they do it with their at their shop where they bought the helmet? What do you think? Well, it just takes time. Yeah. You know, to get something, as you can see now. But you have this nice thing here, the cushion to put the helmet on and stuff like that. Yeah, coincidentally. Otherwise I would do this on my kitchen table. Yeah, well, we do actually sell things like this. Not the Shoei one, but we do have one by Oxford that we sell. Yeah. There we go, that's it. Beautiful. That's it. That's all you need. It just takes time. Don't rush it. No. You know, the same as me now, you know, I've done these things 100 times, but just not this helmet. No. So you have to figure it out again. Yeah. Yeah, and just don't rush it. The thing that it's built for it, that you feel that it really, it's got kind of a wire loom on a motorbike. It seems complicated, but when you put it in the bike, this goes here, this goes there, and well, if you say so, I've not done that before. So the trick with this one is to get the front one in first, and then it goes much easier, as we can see on this one. Yeah. So it looks cool. It looks really technical. It's like a Terminator thing. Great. So we've got a lot of wires hanging around here. Basically, these wires will disappear under the lining. I'm not a big fan of this because it is a lot of wiring. Yeah. But then again, like I say, it's in a place where you're not really going to be doing anything. So I understand. It's not a massive problem. No. Okay. Oh well. Let's put the center pad back first. Okay. If you just lay it in the helmet like so, as if it were installed. I always like to start with this part. We have these little these are the things here. I always have a hard time putting back. It is annoying. Start at one side, obviously, and try and sort of twist them in. One by one, Yeah, so you kind of like so. You twist them in, okay, yeah. And then you just press them under the ledge. Yeah. This is something I never really done carefully, or and then they're maybe installed. I didn't have the. So that's it, and then it's just fine. And at the back, I mean, you'll know that one. It's 2 buttons. Yeah. So we'll just click those into place. That's a doddle. Yeah. So that's pretty easy. And now it's mainly the cheek pads that are going to give you the most jip, because you have to get the wires right. Yeah. Let's see what happens on this side. Get that one into place here. This is always a tricky thing to do, right? Yeah, it is. Yeah. And it's kind of, I love my Shoei helmets, but I don't understand this. It's a lot of messing around. Yeah.
Is it the same with the full-faced helmets, with which don't have this system? Are the same? Do they use the same interior?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, it's not exactly the same, but it's so similar.
Yeah.
That yeah, you'll have the same problem.
Yeah. Isn't this wire? Shouldn't that go in the back? Yeah. Yeah. So
it's
that's
looking more like it.
Yeah.
Lovely.
Yeah.
Let's see if that's actually properly in there. Because if it is properly in there, what we can do is we can put all the snaps back into place. There are 3 of those on both sides.
Yeah.
So that's 2 and that's 3.
What about this wire?
This one we're going to hide under here.
Oh yeah.
It is good that they hide wires under the lining, because if they're behind the lining, you don't want to
feel
yeah,
them,
yeah, you don't want to have some connector poking in your cheek or whatever.
No.
It's not very comfortable. So we hide them behind here, like so.
Yeah, you will never feel them there.
You'll never feel them. No, 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 no. Lovely.
So the trick is to just close this a bit, put it like that, and then it works.
It looks
for you.
like it, yeah. And as you can see now with the microphone, that's it's a very small one, so it shouldn't be in the way, even when opening and closing.
Yeah. Great. That was I was afraid for that, but indeed it's very small.
Yeah, so. Yeah, it's ideal. It's ideal, and you're very you can behave very well with these mics. I've got experience with the one
and what
on the
about this
previous
piece?
Helmet. This one doesn't go back.
Really?
No.
Okay.
No.
Okay, yeah.
Let's see. So we're going to go for the other side again. Push that down. Sounded like a little click there. Let's give it a shot again. That's a little click.
There.
I would say don't try it at home, but you have to.
Yeah.
Otherwise you won't install it.
Yeah.
That's all lovely. And again, here we have a connector we're going to be hiding under the lining over here.
Great.
Just push that under. Lovely. And again, the 3 snaps into place. 1, 2, and 3. And put this part through. And then it's completely ready to go. It's finished. Just to make it look nice, we'll do that.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Great.
So it's ready to go.
Thank you so much.
You're very welcome. I hope you enjoy it.
Yeah, and of course I'll tell you how it sounds, how it feels, and especially with the Pinlock and the vent and the nose piece. If now my fog is completely gone, and I think so, of course. So,
I would imagine so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks again.
You're very welcome. Enjoy.
Okay.
Cheers.
So I hope you liked this video. And a lot of people ask me, are you going to do a new project? Are you going to talk about a new bike or wrench on a bike? Yes, I really want to. And I'm full of ideas and still figuring out what to do. A full XV750 project. I don't think that will be something that I'm going to do again, because I sold all the parts. But it could be that I have a new project in the future. Just stay subscribed, and you can always chat in the comments section and ask me any questions you like. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye.